Good afternoon from Yummy B TV. Wishing you all well, of course. So I had to come back in, but I'm going to run back out in a minute because it's really lovely out there today, right? But I had to come running back in because there's big breaking news coming in from the true crime world in the last couple of hours or so that three men have been found guilty of attempted murder of a man that I spent time with along the way during my true crime life, namely Paul Allen, was shot, paralyzed for life and still in a wheelchair up till today. For those that know and those that don't, Paul Allen was the co-defendant of Lee Murray and amongst a few others that I met along the way as well, of the biggest robbery that ever took place in England, a £53 million depot heist job, right? Now, we'll talk a bit about the trial. It's suggested that there's DNA evidence on panels in back gardens and another defendant in a car the night before outside Paul Allen's gaff or whatever, and amongst other bits of evidence that the prosecution have offered during this trial. But I'm not going to go into that aspect of it. What's definite, and I think accepted by the defendants, is that the two brothers admit that they took part in a big burglary of Ming vases or ornaments of that kind, very, very high, valued over £2 million, that was shortly before this shooting of Paul Allen. And also it is suggested that two of the defendants, one of the brothers and the other member, were involved in a burglary in Kent a couple of days before the shooting. Now look, burgling and going on to want to murder someone is a very big jump up in crime and in the same kind of space of time, right? So the speculation as well is that Paul Allen, like I said, was released in 2015. So I'm sure if some of the speculating that's coming from certain areas, it wouldn't be that because he would have been out a long period of time. But I'm not no detective, right? So I'm just giving you that. So on top of that, apart from them admitting burglaries and the prosecution suggesting this up till the shooting. Now, Paul Allen hasn't identified none of the three, as far as I know. So it's a funny old one because the prosecution offer no motive to the shooting. No motive. But you got forensic, you got this bit and you got that bit, but you got no phone records of, as far as I know, of the reasons why, with all this high technology and everything, you got no reasons to say in a courtroom as to the reason why Paul Allen got shot, which is remarkable, really. Never understood all this. And the other big question that a couple of you are asking me, what did one of the defendants mean? Simple, really. What did he mean when the guilty verdict came in and he shouted to the jury, it's all right, we're all human and it's okay. What was he saying? Well, what he's saying to me is that, you've listened to this garbage in the courtroom, you found us guilty, but we're all human. What you're saying is you've made a mistake. So there's no ranting, raving or threats as far as I can see. To answer that question with the limited information I've got on this so far would mean that he's been hard done by, but accepts that you're all human, and we'll take it until we get another day, another chance to reverse this decision. So they are still denying everything, and I reserve judgment or any kind of video that could be damning because there will be cases still going on. But at the moment, it's all speculation. Because why? There's no motive behind the shooting. So I'll be up late. Oh yeah, the podcast will be up later on today.